Well, I wanted to start out tonight talking about the Old Covenant and the New Covenant. I was in church decades, literally decades, and never heard a single message on what is the New Covenant, why is it so much better than the Old Covenant, and what's the big deal for you and me. I mean, think about it. Am I the only one? Have you ever sat through a year or 5 or 10 years of church and never heard a single message on the new covenant? Well, let me tell you, it's high time that you dive into the depths of God's grace and understand the new covenant. The new covenant is that God remembers your sins no more. The new covenant is that God takes out your heart of stone and gives you a new heart, a living heart, so that you can live from the heart. And we can put a stop to all this funny business where people are saying there's idols in your heart or you need to get your heart right. No, that is not a new covenant perspective. The new covenant says you have a new heart, an obedient heart, and Jesus lives in your heart, not idols. So let's get that straight. Plus, your forgiveness being once for all, not again and again, not little by little, not in portions. It's not like paying off your car or your mortgage. Jesus paid it all once, and you are a totally forgiven person. Not to mention that you're living under God's grace. You've died to the law, and now you're living to God, connected to Christ with a vine branches relationship, fused and bonded to Him. That is the new covenant. So the lie is that maybe you could mix them, have a little bit of old and have a little bit of new covenant mashed together. Well, Jesus launched a brand new way, a brand new system, and it doesn't run on Moses. Trying to mix the covenants together is like putting diesel in a Tesla. Now, that's not going to work. Jesus didn't need Moses as a co-pilot when he died on the cross, was buried in that tomb, and rose from the dead to give us new life. So sometimes we hear that we need to mix law and grace because maybe a balance is better. But that's like saying, well, let me just put a little bit of poison in your water, for balance, for good measure. A little law ruins the whole thing, right? Grace plus law equals law. It's not a cocktail. It's a poison.